Uh, Give y'all a minute to get up in here. Talk about this crazy shit. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna fix this audio. Uh, Hold on. Yo, give me a minute. Give y'all a minute to get up in here real quick. So get this stream going. Another beautiful day in South Carolina. I'm headed toward Savannah right now. I got a little. Well, it's not in Savannah. I'm going to Beaufort, South Carolina, which is pretty close to Savannah, Georgia. So yeah, it's really nice, man. Just all the green everywhere. It's just I don't even mind driving as much as I drive now, simply because it's so beautiful. This the scenery. Anyway, how you doing? How's my Freedom Marchers doing, man? It's March 30th, 2022, on a Wednesday afternoon. Well, not quite afternoon yet here in South Carolina. We're getting there. You know, so I did this live stream because I really want to talk about this new law in Florida that Governor DeSantis just signed into law. I want to talk about that. And, excuse me, it really doesn't need to be touched on that long. Yeah, yeah, I saw that comment real quick. Yeah, I was on suspension for 2 weeks for medical misinformation, even though I was playing a video of a Dr. John Campbell who was saying the same shit in his video that I was saying during that live stream as I was giving commentary. But of course, I was censored and banned for 2 weeks, while Dr. John Campbell's channel remained up, unstricken. You know what I'm saying? Undeterred. But he has over 2 million subscribers. So I don't know. Maybe they're looking at the bottom line. If we ban John Campbell, we'll lose out on ads that he brings for 2 weeks. So I mean, or for however long he would be banned for. So it's easy to ban someone like me who isn't monetized and I'm not making YouTube any money. So, you know, it is what it is. I thought that was very interesting. Anyway, so just in case, guys, y'all can go to my go right now. Do me a favor, go right now to Freedom's March 2, Freedom's March TOO, and subscribe to that channel. And also go to Tyrant's Bane, just simply Tyrant's Bane. Go there and subscribe to that channel. Just so my backup is growing. I need my backup channels to grow. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to start doing my more in-depth, videos from the office. I think I'll start doing that on my backup channels. And this one I'll just use as me ranting while I'm driving, whatever the case may be. Because I don't want to lose this channel. You know what I mean? Oh shit! Yeah. It took me I don't know how long to get. just this one little 1.7 some thousand subscribers. So it is what it is. So anyway, about that bill, man, the parental rights in education bill that just got signed into law. Look at, listen, as parents, as a parent, and as parents, if I have an issue with what a school is doing, why is it darkening? If I have an issue with what the school system is doing in regards to educating my children, if they're pushing the elemental P agenda, if they're talking about sexualization to little kids and basically trying to groom children into being over sexualized at an early age, whether it has to do, look, and it doesn't even matter if it's straight sexual shit, gay sexual shit, transgender sexual shit. I don't want my children going to school learning about any sexuality at those ages. You understand? So it's not even necessarily about gay straight. Oh, the fuck. It's about, do I want my children to learn that from basically strangers, right? Non-familial individuals in the school system where I have no control over what's going on while they're at school. I don't even want them learning that type of shit from, say, like my brother, like their uncles and their aunties, their grandmothers, their grandfathers. No, right? That's up to me to explain to my children about sexuality when I feel like they're ready for it, right? When I feel like they're ready for it, based on their maturity level, based on what I know they can and cannot understand. I don't need anybody else doing that, right? I will decide when my children learn about sexuality, point blank in the period, right? And that's something that me and my wife have to agree on. It can't just be, oh, something that she just decided to do one day. No, we need to talk to our children about that together. Because guess what? I am a toxic male, okay? Or otherwise known as traditional man. I'm a traditional man. I believe man. I believe in man, woman, and child. Uh, you know, that's what I believe in. I believe, men, boys should grow up to be manly men, and women should grow up to be feminine women. Men, boys should grow up to be masculine, manly men. Women should grow up to be feminine women, right? Womanly women. That doesn't mean that they have to be super dainty and weak, or that men just have to be give this appearance of strength and a lack of vulnerability all the time. No, that's not what that means. It's how you deal with that vulnerability. It's how you adjust. It's how you adapt, right? Women are very adaptable. Women are more adaptable than men. That is a strength that women have. You know, women know how to get around things and do things that men can't do. And that's just a reality. That's a strength of a woman. It's not a physical strength, but it's an advantage women have over men, right? Like a man can't start crying. Like I can't be mad at a man, right? I could be mad at a man, right? Want to beat his ass because he did something crazy. He, him crying will not invoke a softening response for me, right? It'll make me want to beat his ass even more. Like, shut the hell up and man up, whatever the case may be. Like, man can't cry and set off this chemical reaction in another man's brain unless you got some funny style shit going on that will soften them up. But a woman can do that. A woman can get to crying, and you can be mad at a woman, not to the point where you want to hit her, because that would never be the case for me. But like I'm real mad, and I just so upset, and I want to cuss and all that other shit. And I don't want to talk to her. I don't even want to look at her. But then she start crying, and I'm like, oh shit, just soften up. A man can't invoke that response in me, but a woman can. That is a strength. That is an advantage women have over men. Real shit. And if she knows how to use it, I mean, she knows how to use it well, then she got some shit going. So that is the strength a woman have. But like I said, I'm a toxic male, like what they would like to call me, meaning that I believe that, fuck, there are certain values and characteristics that males and boys they need to display in order to grow up in a world and become an adult in a world that is going to be somewhat harsh, right? This is a harsh world for men and women in different ways. And a man has to be prepared to be a man when they become even, what they call them people, adolescents. Because guess what? They're starting to go out into the world on their own more and more at an age like 13, 12, 11, 12, 13. They're going out in the world more often. They're hanging out, they're catching bus places. So they have to have a certain level of, strength and toughness. You know, a man does. And even women to a degree, right? Women should learn how to fight. Boys should learn how to fight. But at the end of the day, the man is going to have superior strength to a woman. That's just what it is, right? So I raised my boy to be a man deliberately, right? People might even think I put extras on it because I have to, because my son is impressionable. My son's impressionable, and I need to influence that impressionableness with masculinity deliberately. Even though he naturally does masculine, manly shit, like boyish shit, like he wants to play with cars, he'll choose to play with action figures instead of dolls and muscle cars and dinosaurs and shit like that. Naturally, he likes that type of shit, right? But because he has four sisters, yeah, there might be some times where he'll play with the sisters and they have the dolls and all this other shit, you know. And I'm not sitting up there, no, you can't play with your sisters because they're doing girly shit. No, that's overboard. But at the end of the day, I'm making a point to, when I have the opportunity, I take my son with me places to give him that masculine energy. I need him to have that masculine energy, get away from that feminine energy because he has a lot of feminine energy. We got a female dog, a wife, four daughters, and his brother is little. So, his brother is like 1 year old. And even my youngest son, without me even starting to have to give him that masculine energy, he's already naturally masculine. You know what I'm saying? He has a deep voice for a 1 year old. He walks around like he's a cock of the walk. He'll like he's 1 year old walking around like a drunk. He walks like a drunk old man. But he'll, like, if he goes to a room, he'll push the door open and stand there like he owned the place. Like he's already giving off that alpha energy. And my honestly, my older son, he doesn't give off that super alpha energy like that. But he's more reserved. He's more quiet, more observational, and he likes to work with his hands. He likes to work. You know what I'm saying? He don't complain about a lot of shit. But he's more like a sigma, right? My youngest son is more an alpha. I hate these words, right? But everybody uses these words and they know what they mean. So I'm going to use them. But full disclosure, I don't like them. These stupid words to me because it is what it is. But like I said, my youngest son is more like an alpha than my oldest son. My oldest son is more of a sigma, right? Where he has leadership qualities, but he doesn't need to like necessarily push himself to leading people, right? Whereas alphas, they have to. Y'all get it, that's beside the point. The point, what I'm saying this for is, it's my responsibility to help my sons come to the full realization of what they are, which are boys that will grow up to be men. That's my job. I am the one who is supposed to instill in my children or my sons what it is to be a man. Just like it's my wife's responsibility to instill in my daughters what it is to be women. My job, not not your job, you teacher. You, it's my job. Your job is to teach them science, math, English, and shit like that. And then at a certain age, yeah, you want to give them sexual education in a purely scientific manner, right? What their organs are, what the organs do, and reproductive system and all this other shit. No, they don't need to learn and know about, oh, you can stick it in the booty and you don't have to put it in the vagina. You don't have to have a man on a woman. You can, no, I don't, no, motherfucker. My children will not go to school to learn that shit. But what they will learn is that there are oh, it's fucking shit. There are people out there, there are men out there that want to have sex with other men. And there are women out there that want to be with other women. But they'll learn that when I'm ready for them to learn that. But I'm not going to sit up here and say, you can, if you want to be with a girl, daughter of mine, you can do that. No, hell no, no. I'm going to teach them that the importance of having a family where my daughters have husbands that they can have children with, and where my son can have wives that they can have children with, to build a legacy, to build a family, right? To build a village. They will not be. I will not be telling my child, if you want to, you can be with another. No, I'm not gonna tell my son, yeah, you know what I'm saying. If you feel like it, you could be a gay nigga. No, it ain't going down like that. What I'm gonna say is, there's some gay niggas out there that might try you, but understand, you are a man, and it is your duty to take a wife, protect that wife, love that wife, cherish that wife, have children, and do the same with the children. Love those children, cherish those children, protect those children. That is your responsibility as a man. You have to be a builder, a protector, a provider, right? And a penetrator of women. And I'm gonna tell my daughters the same shit. Cherish your husband, love your husband, protect your husband in the way that you can protect them by protecting their energy when they come home, and they, have a clean house to come into, some good cooked meals. You know what I'm saying? You rearing the children. That's yeah. I'm going there. Yeah, barefoot with a carrot. Call it what you want to. Barefoot, pregnant, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm not going to tell my daughters that they if they want to be strong, independent women, they can. But guess what? They're not going to dismiss men. They're not going to say, "Oh, I don't need no man." No, it ain't going down. It ain't going down. My children, my daughter's going to know, you do need men. You do need a man. You do need a man, because you need to build a family. You need to continue his legacy, whatever the case may be. That's what the deal is. You understand? I'm not going to show them videos and cartoons of men getting with women, and or men getting with men and women getting with women. I'm not even going to, like, come on. Especially at those early ages where this Florida bill is covering. My 5-year-old, my 6-year-old daughter doesn't even know about straight relationships other than what she sees between me and my wife. She sees me and my wife interacting in a certain way. And sometimes we'll kiss in front of her, blah, blah, blah. And she'll be like, ugh, y'all kissing. And that's what she sees growing up. She sees a man with a woman, loving a woman and raising children. That's what it is in my family. That's what they're going to be taught. That's going to be what it is. Now, when they become full-grown adults, it's up to them. Once they demonstrate that they can handle business and they can be adults, they can make their own decisions. They want to turn around when they're 18, 19, 20, 21, decide they want to be gay. I mean, look, I didn't raise you to want to be gay, but it is what it is. Y'all go ahead and handle your business. But if you're raising your children right, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to go that way, because many gay people, I don't even know what the rules are about talking about gaydom on YouTube. I don't even know if this is going to be stricken or not. I don't know. What are the community guidelines about talking about gay shit? I have no idea. I'm not bashing gay people, but what I'm saying is, Most, I'm not gonna say 9 times out of 10, most gay people had some form of sexual abuse growing up as children that influenced that that you know influenced that proclivity to be with the same sex. You know what I'm saying? Like they were sexually abused. So a healthy couple, me and my wife, right? A man and a woman that are raising them in a productive manner. And so that is going to influence their desires subconsciously. And at the same time, I'm going to instill in my children that they are, you know, you need to be straight. Period. Like that's how I'm raising you. I'm raising you to be straight, heterosexual, who desire, who are going to desire to be with those of the opposite sex when they get of a certain age, so that they can raise a family, so they can continue the bloodline and all that type of shit. That's my responsibility. I don't need the school to teach them about anything else other than that. That's if it's not scientific. I don't even need them teaching no philosophical shit from no. I don't need my children learning anything philosophical, anything having to do with religion, anything having to do with sexuality, all that type of shit. No, no. But if you want to, you want to teach the kids, what this sex organ is, the ovaries do this and the testicles do that, and all that type of shit. Yeah, keep it basic, and strictly scientific. Then yeah, I'm down with that. It is what it is. At a certain age, not no 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, I'm not going to say because I don't believe man-made laws do jack shit other than what they're designed to do, which is to control and to extract wealth from the people. It may seem like this bill is a good thing, but at the end of the day, it's unnecessary, right? It's unnecessary. I don't know if it requires any type of funding or anything like that. I have no idea, right? I haven't looked at the bill like that, to be honest with you. But here's the thing: if you have an issue with what you're taught in school, the best thing you can do is take your kids out of school. That's it. Regardless of what your problem with the schooling system is, whether it be gay shit, whether it be they're getting bullied, whether it be violence, whether it be sexual abuse from faculty, whether it be what I'm saying, what they're being taught academically. Like if you have an issue, the best thing you can do is take your children out of that particular school, figure out an alternative, whether it be homeschooling, which is what we do. My wife and I, we homeschool our children, and that's just going to be what it is for the duration of their education as children. So they're going to be homeschooled, right? But I kind of got into it with my wife because when we got out here, the schools are better out here than they are in California. They get better ratings, whatever. And I'm like, look, she was considering having our children go to school. I'm like, look, it ain't happening. No, I don't care how much better these schools appear to be. There are a million reasons why I don't want my children to be go to school, and I don't care. No school is going to eliminate all those reasons. So it's not just about potential child sexual abuse. It's not just about what they're being taught. It's not just about sexual shit. It's not even just about that. But she got she got the rude awakening when she had heard or read something about some kid getting stomped out or some shit happened at a school out here, and she was off that shit. Sometimes people have to be reminded of why they chose a certain path. And she did. She's one of those people. But I never wavered. I said no. Even if my daughter tells me, because my oldest daughter, she's like, "Oh, I do want to go to school and blah blah blah." I'm like, "Look, all right, this is what can happen. What can happen is because there are a lot of parents that homeschool their children out here, a shitload, right? Way more than in Cali. Before the pandemic, there were a lot of homeschooling co-ops that parents participated in. There were a lot of homeschooling co-ops that parents participated in. You know, where their children can interact with other children, they can play sports. They can still participate in sports and all this other shit. So I said we can do that once once we get to that level. You know what I'm saying? But no, I said you're probably not going to high school. You're probably not going to high school. The sound still off? Damn it! Y'all give me a. We back. All right. So yeah, my children. But listen, man. If you have an issue with what's going on in the schools, simply take your kids out of school. Right? Homeschooling children is not that difficult. Right? You know, and let's say you live in an area where you are forced to have a two-income household. Go to an area, move. Look, there's no links that you should not be willing to go to protect your children. If you have to leave a state where it's too expensive to live on your own, on one income, move to a state where you can, so that one parent can stay home and homeschool the children. You know what I'm saying? Or form a man. You have to be willing to go to whatever links to protect your children to ensure that they have ahead of them. Like me, I took my children out of California and brought them here to South Carolina because I felt like I could raise them in a better environment in South Carolina. And yeah, you know, we heard so much bullshit. Oh, what about the white people and the blah blah and the white people out there? They gonna hang you and oh, if you go in this part of town, they're gonna kill you. I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know why some black people are are so afraid of white people. Why are you so afraid of even racist white people? What can they do to you if you're equipped to defend yourself? Hmm? Like I've been all over South Carolina. I've been to the sticks. Well, there's really all, it's really all sticks for the most part. Like there's no like every part of South Carolina for the most part is pretty much country, rural, and all that shit. In Columbia is a little more built up, but it ain't nothing compared to like downtown LA. right? Or LA in general. Like this shit. Look, I've been all over fucking South Carolina so far, and I haven't encountered a white person that tried to hang me, chase me down in the truck. And I've even seen motherfuckers driving pickup trucks with rebel flags hanging out the back and all that type of shit. And I look at them, they look at me, and they keep it pushing. Like, I haven't encountered that. And if look, I don't know if you guys heard about this black dude that was in some restaurant in South Carolina, and a white man called him the N word, right? And that black man smacked him 17 times. The black man smacked the white dude 17 times until he fell out of his damn stool. I mean, it was an older black man smacking up an older white man. Smacked the shit out of him 17 times and was like, don't you ever, like that. Like when your mama used to whoop your ass. You bet not ever. Smacked his ass 17 times. He called him the N word. Like I said, you got freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he was right for putting his hands on him, but hey, if you're gonna call somebody the N word, especially a black person, be prepared to get smacked up if you're white. That's just what it is. And I can't knock the black dude for smacking up the white dude, even though I believe in freedom of speech. They're just, it is what it is. If you're gonna call uh, a black man an N word, you're white. Be have some better have some hands. Your hands better be nice, because some black men just ain't gonna tolerate it. They gonna beat your ass. This is what it is. So that's the only that's one instance of racism I heard about in South Carolina. And dude got smacked the fuck up. Black dude didn't never got charged, never got arrested, and it is what it is. Use the word if you want to. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, just be ready. I mean, just take care of the children, man. Do whatever you got to do to protect your children's integrity, to protect their innocence. Pull them out of that goddamn school. Stop dropping your children off with the enemy for your enemy to educate children. Stop doing that shit. And they have demonstrated many times over that they are the enemy. Especially the public education system, has demonstrated many times over that they are your enemy. You know what I'm saying? Just based on, look at this. I just want y'all to see this, man. Nice, right? Look, protect your children. These educators, right? The school system, what they really want to do is remove your rights and your power as parents. That's what they want. That's what they want. You know what I mean? They don't want you to have control of your children. They want you to drop at school, go home and go to work and shut the fuck up, and don't be trying to say shit about education. You don't know nothing about it. Drop them off here and go on about your business. That's what these educators want. That's what these teachers want. When they get your children in their classrooms, they believe that those are their children, right? They try to take ownership over your children. That's what these teachers want. That's how they're trained, right? Y'all know when because they think that classroom is their house, and that those children are their children, and they're going to instill whatever values and whatever beliefs they want onto your children, right? Like that little rainbow teacher that was complaining about the law in Florida. He said he wanted to be able to talk about his personal life to the kids in his classroom without the kids running back and telling the parents. What kind of shit is that? You don't have no right for that. You don't have a right to that. You do not have a right. I don't want you telling me. Anyway, you know how government laws. This is what it is. So much love, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and maybe y'all go to my backup channels. Freedom's March 2, TOO, and Straight Up Tyrants Bang. Tyrants Bang, 2 words, Tyrants Bang. And Freedom's March 2. Y'all go subscribe to those real quick so that I can build up my backup channels for the event that this one